All right, this is Big Ridge. Don't forget, hit that like button, share this video, let's debate, comment on it. I love all comments, you know what I'm saying? And I love other people's opinion and thoughts, you know what I mean? Because believe it or not, you know what I'm saying, I learn something every day. In terms of boxing, if y'all have a favorite fighter, definitely support them. You know what I'm saying? Go to their channel, support them. If you have a favorite channel that you like to listen to, support that channel, man, because being a videographer, man, it's a lot of work, and definitely, you know what I'm saying, the donations do help the channel. All right, let's get into it today. Is this the guy that's going to beat Canelo? I mean, this is one of the guys that he's been pretty much avoiding for a long time. I think the last time Boo Boo ran up on him in a fight, Canelo was like, "You just want payday. But I think it's deeper than that. This guy, Boo Boo, he is a world champion, and he's one of the best that's out there. And I think this guy would give Canelo a lot of problems. And I think this is the reason why Canelo team has been very, very smart to stay away from this guy and people like Charlo and people like Benavidez, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's sad because it makes Canelo looks like, you know what I mean, he don't want to face real fighters, you know what I mean? And in this day and time, a lot of boxers nowadays, they have the pleasure to pick and choose because the belt holders, you know what I'm saying, won't force these guys to do the right thing. And the right thing is basically, if you love boxing, you want your fighter that you support to be willing and ready to fight anybody. And it doesn't care about money. It's just like, let's get in this phone booth and let's fight. I tell everybody, let's fight. You can't get credit just because some internet person said, or because your fan base says, oh, well, you don't have to fight them because they haven't fought anybody. Well, who did you fight? If we're talking about Canelo, that means he had 35 fights over in Mexico before he got to Mexico, and nobody know who none of those guys were. They never had a right to even fight Canelo, but he ended up coming to America with almost 40 fights. So by the time he fought Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather team is the one that built Canelo up by allowing him to fight on his undercard. And they the one built him up. Now what Oscar and Canelo did when they separated from Floyd, I think it was kind of, you know, fucked up. It was kind of messed up, you know what I'm saying? But they did what they had to do. And then as you see, Canelo fell out with Oscar. And you know, the thing about it is being ungrateful, in my opinion, and being not true. And everything shows in your character. You know what I mean? Whether you speak Spanish, whether you speak English, whatever language you speak, it doesn't matter. Your character says everything. If you give your word and you be true to that, you will never have problems in this world. And I just think that at this point right now, you know, even though Canelo came out and said that he haven't made a decision on who he wanted to fight, and a lot of people are saying who he was fighting, and he corrected them, and that's rightfully so. I think Canelo needs to fight all three of these guys. He needs to fight Charlo next. Then after that, he needs to fight Benavidez. And then after Benavidez, he needs to fight Boo Boo. And if he gets through all of those fighters, then we can start talking about how great Canelo is. But Canelo's a great fighter. Do I honestly think that Canelo is going to win these three fights? I think that he's going to beat Charlo, and I think that he'll probably have a hell of a fight with Benavidez. But I don't think it's nothing that, you know, he can't get through. Now, in terms of Boo Boo, that's a whole Android. That's a whole nother reality. He has a whole different style. You know what I mean? And I don't think that because styles make fights. Y'all do know that. And all I'm doing right now, I'm speaking facts. And I think that Boo Boo's style, it would give Canelo too many problems. And I think that's the reason why he's stayed away from him. He haven't fought him. This guy is ready to fight at any weight. You want to fight at 160? He'll fight you at 160. You want to fight at 168? He'll fight you at 168. I think Boo Boo will even fight you at 175. Even though that's not your weight class, Canelo, he'll still fight you there because he wants to fight. And I think that you should show some balls, show some courage, and quit listening to your fans and do what you think that's going to make you a great fighter, which will be fight all three of these guys. You know what I mean? Just like you had 4 fights last year, have 3 fights this year, and let's see. And all I want to do is just see. And the thing about it is that I don't like any fighter, I don't care if it's my favorite fighter, to not fight the best that's in your weight class or around your weight class. And that's just how I feel about it. Until you do that, I would never, ever even pay to see none of your little fights or even, go see none of your fights because I don't even want to see it. I don't want to see you fight nobody else. I don't care if they're 200 pounds. I don't care if they're 250. I don't want to see the fight. I want to see you fight the best at your weight class and around your weight class. You know what I mean? You was willing to fight Floyd at 147, at 152. You made up a weight just to fight Floyd. It's Big Rich. I'm out.